Hola chicas, Mujeres Money Coach here. Today I want to share with you 6 things I no longer buy. So let's get to it. First thing I no longer buy is feminine pads or tampons. Yay! So I made a switch about 8 years ago to menstrual cups, and I have saved so much money. The impact on the environment, is almost non-existent. It's just been much better for myself, health-wise. Um, I think even cleanliness-wise, it's just such a much better experience. There's so many benefits that I have seen from switching to menstrual cups that I'm telling you, I don't see myself going back, and I haven't, and it's great. So I highly recommend, if there's something that you want to save money on and have less negative impact on the environment, definitely I highly recommend menstrual cups, reusable menstrual cups. And there's so many affordable options nowadays as well, accessible, I think, to a lot of people. So absolutely, I highly recommend to stop using feminine pads and tampons and instead use menstrual cups. There you go. Another thing I no longer buy is bottled water. Yes, I realized not only that I was spending a lot of money, and also again, it has a negative impact on the environment. But honestly, the taste, I don't know, maybe the water I was buying was, the cheaper brands or whatever, but I just didn't like it. I just didn't enjoy it. I just kind of felt like, meh. So what I did instead is I bought myself a water filter that I installed in my kitchen. I also have a pitcher that filters water. And, I just replaced the filters on those, on the pitcher every, I think, 2 to 3 months. I think the same actually for the sink. It's, I mean, the taste alone, oh my God, it's way better than any of the water that I was buying. And again, peace of mind as far as like the impact on the environment, it's a lot, less. And now I have a reusable water bottle. I love my water bottle. And I just, that's what I use all the time now. I just take that with me everywhere, and I'm happy. I love my water bottle. I love the taste of the water. I enjoy it so much more. And yeah, so I just stopped buying that. And of course, I saved a ton of money on that as well. So another thing I highly recommend to give up, bottled water. Another item that I stopped buying was disposable toothbrushes. So I made the switch to electronic toothbrushes, and I'm super happy with that because honestly, I feel like my teeth are a lot cleaner as well. I like the end result much better. And again, the impact on the environment, I'm not worried about that anymore. Not as much, it's a lot less. And the money that I'm spending as well, I recharge my toothbrush, and that's it. Of course, you got to replace the brushes once in a while, but it's not the same as buying disposable toothbrushes every time. So I'm super happy. I feel like it was a very good decision on my part, and I recommend it, honestly. So try it out if you want to stop, using disposable toothbrushes. Switch to electronic ones. Another thing I no longer buy are the latest electronics. Yes. I mean, and to begin with, I don't know that I've been that person that has to have the latest, phone or anything like that. But I definitely now, even when I, want to buy some like a phone or replace a computer or something like that, I try to go and look at refurbished items first. And you know, they make pretty good ones. There's some companies out there online that you can, you know, look up, where you can buy a product at a fraction of the price, very good condition. It looks like brand new. The battery life, sometimes they even, you know, for a little extra, you can just have them include a new battery. And so, yeah, so I really recommend that. Right now I'm using an iPhone 8, and actually it was something that was gifted to me. And I just now, you know, I need a new phone because this one started to really act up with the battery, just like completely dying. And the memory on it, it's, you know, it's almost non-existent. And so I thought, you know what, why don't I just replace it? And so I just bought an iPhone 11, like a refurbished iPhone 11. So that's what I'll be using next. And yeah, I'm super happy with the price, the you know, the quality, the appearance, everything about it is just, I don't know, you can't even, I don't need the latest phones, at least. So if you want to cut back on certain expenses and you're one of those people that needs to have the latest gadgets and technology and stuff, you know, you probably don't, honestly. So you might, you know, be okay with just refurbished items, or waiting a little bit longer to replace the phone that you do have. So anyway, those are just things that I would share, and that's definitely something that I no longer buy. Following along the same lines, I also stopped buying paper towels, paper napkins, and instead opted to buy some cloth ones that I could reuse. And again, I love it. You know, I feel that it's, again, less impact on the environment. I can just wash them, reuse them. I can buy cute ones, you know, if I want to. So um again, I recommend that as well. You save money because, you know, for paper napkins, you have to keep buying them and buying them. The same with paper towels. But if you have those cloth ones that you could just wash and reuse over and over again, then way better. So if you want to save money, you want to have less negative impact on the environment, again, stop buying paper towels, paper napkins, and instead switch to cloth ones. And one last thing that I also stopped buying was gym memberships. So I actually didn't do this for long, but I did have a gym membership for, you know, a short while. And honestly, I rarely used it. And when I did try to go to the gym, I just noticed that it wasn't really my vibe, you know, like being indoors, sweaty, using machines, and just like, I don't know, I didn't like it. So what I did instead is become more active, doing activities that would, you know, keep me in shape. So for example, I joined a beach volleyball group that meets regularly. I started going salsa dancing more often, running. So I love to run, you know, at the beach. And all of those activities are free. So I saved money. I spent more time outdoors, met new people, interacted. I just felt like it was more my vibe. I also started hiking, which, again, being out in nature, awesome. So I just see all these positive things to me, not just going to a gym, but instead, you know, doing all these other activities that keep me active, happy, outdoors, and I'm not paying for it. So, anyways, that's that. So, there you have it. Those are the items that I stopped buying, that I no longer buy. And I invite you to think about what are some things that you might be able to stop buying and, you know, replace with something that could just be reused instead. You know, any disposable items, anything like that. So just, you know, this is an invitation. Not only will it help you save money, but you'll have a less negative impact on the environment. You'll probably end up, you know, like with a gym membership, spending more time outdoors in nature. Who knows? So anyway, so I just wanted to share those with you today. And if this was helpful, please feel free to do a little like on there, subscribe if you want to, you know, keep seeing more of my content. And if there's any other topics that you would like for me to touch upon, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to, you know, make a video on the topic. Until next time, thank you and See ya. Bye.